Welcome to Little Bracket of Horrors, the pod that puts the fight in fright.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Derek.
I'm Shelly.
And I'm Carrie.
And we got Carrie with us. Carrie W, my beautiful wife, has decided to join us for the stuff.
Oh, I decided?
Oh, you did. You barged your way into this
I just
episode.
watched that movie. I have to talk about it.
I was like, this is a must.
Yes. You had an itch to express yourself. So
Because
I
you
said,
can't
fine, that's okay.
I can't get enough of the stuff.
Well played.
Shelly led me to that.
That's how you guys work. Shelly leads you to
Hey,
a
I
lot
think
of
this is
things.
the first time Carrie's been on before.
She did the Tammy and the
I
T-Rex.
did Tammy and the T-Rex, my favorite movie.
I was so ill.
Oh, the illest.
I mean, I really was ill.
One day I will make you watch this movie.
Absolutely not.
Yes, I will.
R.I.P. Paul Walker.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Denise Richards' dance moves.
Oh, I was like, Denise Richards is still alive.
No, her dance moves
Derek.
died real quick on that gym floor.
Oh.
I hope you like it.
Oh,
Okay, sorry,
there
I
it
won't
is.
start.
Oh my! I saw it.
Oh, did you see it?
Derek, I didn't
you-
see it. I listened
you
to
listened,
it,
yeah.
and then I was laughing about it. And then Derek said it for a
I
long
did.
time.
Yeah. All of our cuts were nothing but I hope you like it.
Mhm. And then I think I was meal prepping
Yeah.
on Monday or whatever, and we kept saying it.
It's
Yeah.
catchy.
Yeah.
It
It's
is.
catchy.
But you know what's a shame? It has not showed up on my algorithm for TikTok.
I swore.
I
me
thought-
just being like,
Yeah.
bringing up that girl and
It didn't happen. It was a shame. I was hoping it would happen. 'cause
and I
would
hope
li-
if she ever finds us, she
Yeah.
knows I'm a fan.
I know.
It's all out of love.
She does craft stuff, right?
Yeah, like clay.
Cool. Oh, that's neat.
Clay.
Clay crafts. All right, so this week we pulled The Stuff 1985, but before we get into that, anything scary happened? Are you guys watching anything scary?
Yeah, something scary has happened.
Okay, do tell.
I now commute for work.
Ooh.
I am a commuter. I've joined the rat race.
Yes,
Mhm.
you ham and egger.
The first day coming home, they wouldn't let me in the lane.
Oh my gosh! Did you miss your exit?
No, I just kind of stopped and they were honking and it was stressful. I was like, so I've not messed up that lane change again. I mean, it's only been like 3 days since I started the new
Okay.
job, but
Yeah.
today they were right in my behind, and I was like, we are 2 miles from my. And if you block me out because you want to drive
Ooh, yeah.
15 over the speed limit.
Mm-mm.
So I very quickly got over and I was like, I am not getting stuck. Got right back over. I was like, I don't care if you want to go 75 now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am in my lane and
Did you
I will
just
not
wait?
get stuck.
Bye bye.
No, there was probably some Italian hand waving
Oh.
like,
Ooh.
hey-ya,
Gabagool.
So that's scary.
Yeah.
All in all, though, the job is great. It was really scary to leave my job of 10 years, but here we
Yeah.
are, and it's a big jump, but it's good. It's all positive.
Mm-hmm.
So
And she gets to prepare for every concert she's going to this year during her commute.
yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that's
having
right.
just singing lessons in the car.
She will know every lyric to every song they play.
Say, I got
Look
that
out,
one
Pete
down.
Wentz.
Pete the Magic Dragon.
Yeah.
Did Carrie tell you we workshop signs?
No. Okay.
Mhm.
Like bippity boppity peep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
gotta
I
work.
feel like that's only funny to us. Like, I don't even think Pete Wentz would get the magic.
he should.
You think he would understand it?
That yeah.
He might get Pete the Magic Dragon.
That was
I think
that was my
Bibbidi Bobbidi Pete is pretty hilarious though.
He
Yeah.
knows
You gotta
who
go with-
River Bottom Nightmare Band is.
He does. There was an interview and he
Oh, he
discusses.
does know that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do we need to do a
Mm.
sign that's themed to that?
I
We want to
mean-
hold up signs, needless to say. We're
Yeah.
40-year-olds who want to go to a concert and hold signs. Well, that's what we did back in the day.
I know
Yeah.
we did.
Back in my day when I went to the concert and I waited at the window at 3 o'clock in the morning for the lottery. That's
Oh,
how you
wow.
buy
At
tickets.
J.C. Penney's.
Yeah, it was or like What was the other? The FYE.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
FYE.
They used to be in the mall.
Malls, those brick and mortar buildings, not your Amazons.
Bunch of geriatric millennials doing a podcast here. Anyways, enough about me and my fascination with Pete Wentz and magic.
It's always
How about you, Carrie?
a good talk.
Anything scary, or have you watched anything scary besides the stuff?
we watched something that you watched a couple weeks ago because Derek and I have our own wheel.
You have a wheel, yeah,
Mhm.
We do, and
for
we
a couple of things.
and we watched Life After Beth.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Was that a first time viewing for either?
Mhm.
Yes, it
For
was.
both of
For
you?
both, yeah.
Mhm.
What did you think?
I thought it was good.
I
It
love
was
her.
fun. Yeah,
What's-
Aubrey
I-
Plaza.
Oh,
Aubrey
yeah, I
Plaza,
love her.
yeah.
Fantastic.
Obviously, Parks and Rec. and-
Oh yes,
Yes.
yes. Little Sebastian.
I was just wondering where that was going.
Yes.
I
was
love
like-
Parks and Rec.
I was like, I don't remember a song from the movie, but then you said
I know, that's why I was
all
like-
right.
I don't remember singing, but let me. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
It was good. I thought it was good.
I just love how like nobody really knows what's going on. Like they're just
Yeah.
like,
I know.
So many good actors in it too, though.
and that they all like the attics, like the random Jewish grandparents like show up and they're like,
Oh, I
we're
know.
going to the attic, and they're like, you don't live here anymore. Like
This-
why attics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the brother shoots the grandpa.
I know.
It's
Well,
just scary situation.
I'll spoiler alert this, but it's
Yeah.
one of the funniest part at the end when she's got like the whole oven
Yes.
strapped
Oh,
to her.
yes. Yeah.
Yep.
It's good.
Good stuff. Oh, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was like a dark comedy, I
Yeah.
guess,
It was
but
good.
with a zombie background. It was a fun movie.
Mhm.
And like Shelly, I'm a huge Aubrey Plaza fan, so I
I
was
wouldn't
excited.
say I'm a huge Aubrey Plaza.
Oh,
fan.
you are
I just
like-
don't want
you're
you to
number-
classify me like that. I just want to say I like.
You're
Aubrey
number one.
Plaza.
I'm number two.
No, you're number one.
Okay, fine. I'll wear it today.
Oh
I'm
my
number one.
I'm Pete Wentz's.
Okay, I'll take number 3 for Pete Wentz. I'll take the third spot.
Yeah.
No, I'm more of a Patty fan. Patrick.
Oh,
I call him Patty.
Patty?
Affectionately.
well, it's funny
Like a
because you have to
leprechaun.
clarify who you're talking about because I don't think
Oh my
anyone calls him
gosh.
Patty. So
Yeah,
just proof that you're the number one.
right.
Yeah.
Because I know his nickname.
Couple weeks, these people have no idea what's gonna happen.
Let's just say that like me and Carrie are dancers.
Yes.
Derek has witnessed it, and where our seats are,
It's over. 6 rows from the stage. I mean, it's over. It's
Yeah.
just
we
done.
also, because we're geriatric millennials, accidentally bought,
Oh my gosh.
bought these seats, and Carrie's like, I just kind of blacked out. We have like VIP packages and everything.
But you have to.
I mean, it
Those
might be our
tickets go
last
so quick.
time.
Yeah.
It might be our last time seeing
Yeah.
Pete and Patty and
Yeah.
the
They're
whole
gonna
gang.
they're gonna pull the old Slayer where they're like, "Hey, this is our last tour," and then Slayer comes back out 2 years later.
They
No,
haven't
they've
said that.
said that's it.
Oh, I thought.
Oh, they did say
I
it's
thought
it?
they did
didn't
too. I
see
thought
it.
this
thought
was
they-
their last album.
I thought they did. My voice could go high too.
Okay. That's the only scary thing we watched. We watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah, we watched
Which
it
is
with
another
Ian.
one.
Did Ian think it was scary? Because Ian tends to think
He didn't think it
movies
was
like-
scary.
No.
No.
He
Yeah.
thought Doctor Strange zombie was scarier than that damn floor creature.
Oh yeah,
No.
I think he's
He
changed
did not.
in the 2 years.
He
that
watched
he's
the
done.
stuff too.
So are we going to take him to haunted house this year? Is it time?
I'd like to try.
We're going to do SeaWorld because he wants to ride roller coasters and it was so cheap when Derek and I went last year. So I said, let's do
No
that.
lines for the rides,
Mhm.
really.
Yeah.
Mostly the houses.
Mhm.
And maybe get him through a house.
Yeah,
We'll try it.
Well, and there's so many vlogs. Like I know Erica from Horror
Yep.
Happenings does vlogs where you can like sometimes they do walkthroughs, but like if you need an honest opinion about like, hey, what's a mild,
Mm-hmm.
reach out to Horror Happenings.
Yeah.
Like she can
I
help you.
wanted to take him to Sir Henry's and I was like, absolutely.
It's actually scary.
Not.
yeah,
That is
it's kind of
scary.
legit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Fair.
they've improved a ton. Well, that would be fun.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Next year, Horror Nights.
try it out.
Dun dun dun. That's my dramatic music.
Perfect. I haven't watched anything. I've been watching the stuff. I've been consuming a lot of the stuff.
It does that to you.
Yes.
I was
Uh.
sick, so then he was stuck in the living room with Ian.
Mm-hmm.
So
Quarantined away.
So lots of Pacific Rim
Something like that.
and recaps. Of Pacific
Yeah, I'm watching recaps of random anime series.
oh my gosh, I can't.
With the Death Punch, whatever he's watching right now.
Oh yeah.
The pirate guy.
The One Piece.
Well, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They watch a lot of YouTube. Ian knows how to get them.
What do you mean? Me?
Yeah. Yeah.
He just says, I want to watch Sam Tabor. And I'm like, I'm down.
I'll be like, you want to cuddle and watch Sam Tabor? I'm
Yeah.
like, oh. That's
Shout out to Sam Tabor if you listen to horror podcasts.
Not
Listen to
gonna
our podcasts.
Get involved with that. You also got a new horror action figure.
I did. I got the John Carver. My awesome, amazing wife got me a toy.
You got more than one.
I know, but I posted it on socials,
Oh.
so I'm sharing that one. But I did get the Fiend, the Misfit Fiend, the Ghoul. I got him for Valentine's Day. So.
What's that
The
from?
band. The
The
Misfits.
band. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tell me about the Misfits.
That character is from, it's like a 1940s film, The Crimson Ghost, which was a TV series that was on. I think it was like a 3-part series. But anyways, that's where the picture's from. But I got the Fiend. You got it for me. And John Carver.
And
And the pumpkin from Halloween 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it plays the Silver Shamrock song as soon as I put batteries in it. I haven't put batteries in it yet.
Lisa, posted a picture that she got that for Christmas, and I was like, this is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm buying that for Derek.
Yeah. Silver Shamrock.
It was Valentine's Day.
3 more days of Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
3 more days of Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Yes.
We will.
Same song, just
Same.
about. Yeah.
Same
Okay.
people.
Yeah. Same Little Munchkins.
All right.
The
Is that-
three of us together is
The
never a good
stuff.
idea.
It doesn't help that like 2 of you have like 80.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Don't
I
act like you don't have it.
She doesn't. Sherry
definitely
does.
don't have it.
Okay.
I remember to close the cabinet before I walk away. So
I just checked your cabinets.
I was like, well, Sherry was in there. I looked because Sherry was in there.
Yeah,
so I was
Sherry
like,
did cook.
Sherry do it?
Yeah. All right, guys. First segment. Dig up the bones. And this is where I just introduce the movie, give some background, some vital information. So, The Stuff is a 1985 sci-fi horror comedy written, co-produced, and directed by Larry Cohen. The other producer is Paul Kurta. Cinematography is by Paul Glickman. Music by Anthony Gueffin, and the Stuff jingles were by Richard Seaman. Distributed by New World Pictures. Released on June 14th, 1985. Runtime, 87 minutes. Budget was $1.7 million. Box office, completely unknown. We don't know. It's not on the internets.
Was it in the box office?
It was. Apparently, there was a bad hurricane the weekend it came out in New York. And Larry Cohen has blamed it for the stunting of the movie. But regardless.
Fun facts.
Starring Michael Moriarty as Mole Rutherford, Andrea Marcovici as Nicole, Scott Bloom as Jason, Colette Blonigan as Jason's mother, Robert Teffler as Jason's dad, Brian Bloom as Jason's brother, who is his real-life brother. Fun facts again. Paul Sorvino as Colonel Spears, Danny Aiello as Vickers, and then Garrett Morris as Chocolate Chip Charlie. Surprisingly, no sequels or prequels to The Stuff. All right. The Stuff. In a dirty mine in Georgia, 2 workers discover a white throbbing substance coming out of the ground. They taste test it, and it's glorious. Soon we find the organic material has been packaged, marketed, and branded as The Stuff. A sweet, no-calorie treat for all to consume. David Mo Rutherford is then hired by some bigwigs in the ice cream industry after their dip in sales to sabotage and take down the new evil empire. With the help of Nicole, an advertising executive for The Stuff, and Jason, a young boy whose family's been taken by The Stuff, they find themselves in some sticky situations as they interact with murderous consumers who prove that enough is never enough. And that's The Stuff.
The stuff.
So, initial reactions. Shelly, you brought it to us, so
I did. I
tell
did.
us a bit.
So I channeled a little bit of my inner Derek when I built my list for this season, and I was like, I need a movie that's just 80s and ridiculous. You know, I looked up a Society, couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
You could even throw maybe I'll do Chopping Mall next year.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But
love
I
it.
needed something that was just like 80s. And I had seen it. Gosh, it's been a few years since I watched it, but I just it doesn't leave you.
No.
You never digest it.
No. Do you remember what initially made you watch it? Was it on a recommendation?
A friend of mine named Quinlan every year does 31 days of Halloween movies, and he makes a list. And I try to follow his list at times, and it was on his list one year, so I watched
cool.
it. Yeah.
Nice. Carrie, how about you? How did you feel when I made you watch it with me?
I was just like, cool, I can actually watch this.
Did you watch the trailer at all before, or did you jump in?
I think we did watch the trailer. I can't remember. I think
Yeah.
I think I make you show me the trailer sometimes so that I can make sure that I can watch it.
Yes.
Yeah. I
that-
don't like some stuff. It's too scary for
Yeah.
me.
How about gore?
The gore.
Just
You're
a
just a baby.
Yeah.
So I knew nothing of the stuff at all. I was, wet behind the ears with it. When I saw the synopsis for it, and then we watched the trailer last week, I was all in. A murderous dessert is right up my alley.
Should be up everyone's alley.
Some of the effects looked spectacular in the trailer, and I was super excited to get
All
into it.
in.
All in. I was all in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you guys ready to get into Feasting Fiends? This is where we discuss the topics of overall pros, overall cons of the movie, characters, dialogue, and then we finish it off with our favorite kills/scares. Carrie,
Oh, yeah.
pros.
Here
What do
I
you
go
got?
first. So I do like the concept.
Yes.
It is very unique. And from my memory, do not recall watching anything like this before. So I really liked that. Like you guys said, like a dessert that takes over people's minds and bodies just sound like super cool
Yes.
and different. I feel like if I get into some other pros, I'm going to ruin some of the other topics. So I'm going to just talk about them. But
Okay.
like the characters,
Yes.
there's some that I just like absolutely love.
Yeah.
That are just like everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get more into them later. So I have a marketing degree.
Do tell.
That's in a box in our house that I never used.
What's in the box, Carrie?
What's in a box?
My marketing degree.
Never used it. So what I caught on to too was like the media manipulation that like happened with it. It kind of like brought me back to those college days of like in my marketing classes. Like
Nice.
they marketed the crap out of this thing. And I was
Yeah.
like, hey, I kind of learned that stuff in school.
Did you feel a kinship to Nicole in her ad work that she was doing?
Well, I asked you last night, bathing suits and fur coats. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
not a good thing. But
Oh, no, not a good thing. I love a good balance between, it's freezing outside and it's sweltering. So,
yeah. And another thing that I really liked as well, but we could talk about it more later too because it's one of your topics, is the dialogue. There's some really good, catchy dialogue throughout the whole thing. So
Yeah, I agree. I'll jump in, but much to what Carrie was saying about the marketing and stuff, but like specifically like the ads for this stuff that were like peppered through the movie, I just loved like the jingles. I'll give a shout out to Richard Seaman. So awesome. So much fun stuff with the ad work sprinkled into this. I really enjoyed that. We get a cameo at one point from the Where's the Beef lady in one of the commercials. And it was a lot of fun. And in this movie, I think it fit perfectly just for a bonkers movie to have these random moments. So I like that a lot. And then with this movie as well, we just got a ton of like hilarious, like what the fuck moments. This movie is just a collage of those, like, Jason in the grocery store just going ham on all the stuff.
one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
So good.
And, him just going batshit crazy and no one being able to stop him. And then it taking 3 full-size adults to somehow hold this kid back and keep him from destroying stuff. It was such an amazing scene. And I also, with watching this movie and with watching all these movies, we don't often get to sit down with Ian and watch them. So one of my last pro was the fact that I was able to sit down with Ian and watch a little Bracket of Horrors movie. So
Yeah.
we did
Aw,
it. We did it
so
over the
sweet.
weekend, and it was a blast. And whenever I can have a family movie night with one of my movies, I mean, that just doesn't happen. That's a little lightning in a bottle. So those are my pros. Shelly, what about you?
Like Carrie, I loved all the advertising spots. I think it
Yeah.
really just added a little like for something that was truly like more humor than anything. It was just a little like these people really believed in this product. So
Yes.
much so that they had full on advertising and it was really good. I really enjoyed the little storyline with Jason and joining Mo and his little green eyes.
Oh, okay.
They were
Yeah.
really
I just could
cute.
stare into little Jason's green eyes. They're better than yours. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. And I just think overall, like, the concept is different. And, you know, this giant marshmallow thing that they found in the middle of, like, oil. They're like, let's eat it. I don't even know why that guy felt compelled to be like,
Oh, in the beginning?
yum, 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 yum.
He barely
so
smelled
good.
it before he put it in his mouth.
And then
It was just automatic.
we never saw that guy again.
No, they disappeared. Him and his buddy.
The little minor guys.
I know.
Gone.
It was a cool little intro
Yeah.
to it, though.
But there were some really good, like, Easter eggs in this movie if you pay attention. So it was really good. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Awesome. Thanks, Shelley. Carrie, cons. Take it away.
There was a lot of inconsistency sometimes throughout it. Like, one scene they're like here and then they're somewhere else and you have no idea how they got there.
Yeah, the transitions of them.
The transitions from the stuff. But it was hard sometimes because you're like, how did he get from Virginia to Georgia in like the matter of 0.10 seconds? And you know, that was kind of hard sometimes. I do think that you could definitely tell it was very, very low budget and low production. There was some of the scenes, like when Jason was in the tube, like you could definitely like
that green screen work.
Yeah, that part. And then there was one other part that I was like, this looks really crazy.
Was it the quarry where Bo?
And it's like popping up.
Bubbling up,
Yeah. So you could definitely tell. But I mean, I just think for like what it needed to be there, because like we like low budget things. I mean, there's that one movie we used to watch because the boom mic came in.
Oh,
Asylum of Terror.
Yeah,
we loved that movie when we were like teenagers. But you know, I just felt like it needed like a little bit more. And I feel like they could have given us more of the transitions of the people and like seeing the like them get murdered or
show some more of the
what am
violence.
I trying to say?
Yeah, show some more of the violence.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a fair point. And I know originally I think there was like 30 extra minutes of this movie.
Oh, they really cut it.
And so the studio wanted them to cut it back because it was far too long. But I think especially back in the day in like the 80s and stuff, the sweet spot was an hour and a half, nothing more.
Yeah.
So regardless of like the flow of the movie, studios were always asking people to cut stuff back.
Yeah.
But I know Larry Cohen has talked about it was much more, which is funny to say about this movie, but it was much more of a sophisticated and more in-depth movie than what the final cut was, because he had to cut out a bunch of stuff where they went on about like the background and they dug more into this like subliminal message of marketing and advertising, the effects that these things have on people.
But that's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
I wanted to see more of the stuff, taking people
wanted
over
violence.
and violence and like to see that whole transition. I didn't need it to be more serious.
That was just something that he
Sorry,
spoke about.
Larry.
That's not what we were looking for, Larry.
No.
But for me, one of the first things, and it was right off the bat, but the title card bothered the shit out of me. It was just standard bold block lettering. Like if you look at the poster for this movie, the stuff is like, it's this dripping font and it looks all gooey and all that. And then we just get the stuff and like boring block lettering. And then for some reason, Patrick O'Neill's name had a box around it just randomly. So there was inconsistency in the title as well. But one of my cons was just the whole plot was just like a mess in this movie. We did get these two parallel stories in the beginning with Jason and Mo, and you know, two different things going back and forth. There was like a tennis match for like half the movie until they finally got together. And then after they did and they inserted Colonel Spears into it, we got like this completely different movie that turned into like a Red Dawn movie where it was like all of a sudden we're fighting like these fascists and like very pro-American and all this stuff. So it was just a weird plot, and it just felt like it was just like a fever dream of ideas, and it coalesced into this like war movie. As well with the plot just being crazy. Like there was inconsistency of how the stuff affected people. Like some people were killed, some people like took control. There were some moments where like don't touch it, and then there are other moments where they're like mock eating it to get the cop.
Oh, yeah.
So it was just like, which is it? And then I know with Colonel Spears, when he had the PSA out, he was talking about it being this like alien substance, extraterrestrial substance that came, and it was like, This came from the earth. So I just feel like even with the stuff itself, like it was just like a bunch of random ideas they were throwing at it.
I mean, it's called the stuff.
It's pretty malleable.
Yeah.
There's another 25-cent word.
Wow.
But yeah, those were my cons.
Also,
Okay.
Colonel Spears, a lot of his dialogue does not age well.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
That said, my cons. The green screen effects were horrible.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Awful. I think another scene where it really called out to me was when Jason and the advertising lady were very slowly climbing through those containers to get out of the one room. And I'm like, he's like, go, go, go. And she's just like, and I'm like, what?
No urgency.
Also, the stuff's not even on the ground. Why are you climbing through the bins? Like,
yeah,
you
go
have time
around.
to get out of the bins and go.
Yeah.
Get.
Yeah.
I would say about 50% of the acting was bad. So I had that as a con.
Mm-hmm.
And I also am really disappointed that I cannot buy the stuff.
You think they missed an opportunity?
Missed opportunity. I mean, I could buy marshmallow fluff. It's very close.
Yeah,
Mhm,
very close.
mhm.
However, they advertised it to me. They put a catchy jingle to
I
it.
know.
And
Hit that.
I'm pissed.
yeah.
I can't buy the stuff. I
Mm.
can't get enough
How
of
did-
the stuff.
How did we not get a product for a movie that is all about like product?
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
that is a great point.
Jerks.
All right, let's move on into characters. Carrie, what do you have about characters?
Okay.
Okay.
I love.
Well, this is just a general conversation
Yeah.
about characters,
Yeah.
who you liked, who you didn't like.
Well, I mean, we have to talk about Mo.
Yeah.
He is so great. I love this guy.
He is like he's got a weird like southern accent. Is that what's going
At
on?
I
some
don't know
points,
what
right?
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe.
But
Yeah.
like you talked about earlier, he's got a lot of one-liners and just
Mhm.
like his like interaction with people is just fucking weird.
He's so witty and awkward, like
Yeah.
at the same time, like, and has a weird sense of humor
Mm-hmm.
too about him. That I just whenever he talked, I was like, I like this guy.
Yeah. I mean, the introduction scene where he's, meeting the ice cream executives
Mhm.
on the boat and he's
Yeah.
just talking about sweaty palms.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They did that, and I was like, you never revisit that.
I know.
And at one point, you were aware they were making the stuff, and then now, I don't know. It took a twist. It took a change.
It took a
Anyways,
few.
I loved it.
But
Back
then
to
I
cons.
loved in that beginning scene as well when, after all the sweaty palm stuff and he gets his money, he just knocks out their buddy. He just cold cocks him in
Yep.
the face and then he's like, all right, thanks for your money. I'm out. What a
Yeah.
what a boss way to leave a meeting.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
knock someone out and walk away.
He also kidnapped a kid.
Yes.
Straight kidnapped a kid.
I mean, the kid was running away.
But he kidnapped that kid.
That was
Kidnapped Jason.
We are not to lines yet, but that's what
He kidnapped Jason.
Yeah.
Oh, like in the car?
Yeah.
So I like that line too.
It's a good line
yeah.
too.
I really liked him. I like Jason because he was just like, I'm going to rebel against this shit. And I'm just like in on it. And like
Yeah.
you said, the grocery store scene, like I just love it. He just takes the stuff out of that kid's hand.
I also like how they did a full newspaper article.
About a kid knocking over displays.
They're like, look at this article.
He's
Kid
terror.
destroys display of stuff is arrested. And I'm like, front page.
Front page. Good job, Jason.
Good job.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a slow day in New
He
York, I
ate
guess.
shaving cream. Pure
Oh
commit,
my gosh,
pure
Barbasol?
commit.
Yeah.
He was so good. I loved Mo. Yeah, Mo and Jason were just good. And then when
Yeah.
they got together, it was like, yes.
Yeah.
But then they were together for like 10 seconds and then they were apart.
I
And I was like,
know.
bring them together.
Well,
know.
Jason had to get into trouble.
He did.
He did. He had to get some.
That Jason.
He got in a sticky situation.
Well, he
Hey.
got off the plane.
Oh, he had to.
Yeah.
It's, that poor pilot got
Mhm.
face hugged by the
By the
stuff.
stuff.
Yep. Which it
Yeah.
does a couple times.
Yeah.
Where it looks like plastic suddenly.
Yeah. We got 2 movies in a row with face huggers.
It does, yeah.
How cool is that?
Essentially.
The
Essentially.
quality in the production slightly
Yeah.
different, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
same idea.
I would love to touch on my favorite character.
Yes,
Please
please.
do.
Chocolate Chip Charlie.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yes, please. Let's talk about
With
Chocolate
his
Chip Charlie.
with his killer hands.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Lethal Weapons.
Lethal
Yeah.
Weapons. Poor guy. They show up and they really like dive into this character development, and then they're like, Mo's like, go to DC, and then we don't see him until later.
Ah.
And we know what happens then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But why did he turn on the stuff? Like, why did he turn?
Well, he owned the company that.
No, I mean, like,
Oh, I'm
why
sorry.
did he eat the stuff
He
and
didn't
become
eat
a
it.
stuffer?
They probably
think-
got him. Oh, well, yeah, they
Ah.
called them stuffies or something
Stuffies,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
stuffies.
I thought of Ian. When
Yeah, that's hilarious. But I think what happened was when he was in the diner and Mo left, they had a bunch of stuff in the back. I think something might have happened there where they got him to ingest it somehow.
He was a great character. He was funny.
That was one of my, it wasn't really a con in the movie, but I think that this movie would have been so much better if it turned into like a buddy quest with
Mo and Chocolate Chip Charlie.
Yes. Like, and I think in this movie with Mo, who's, he's quirky and he's fun, he is very low energy. I think Chocolate Chip Charlie came in and he would have busted it up, and it would have been a more fun ride if we would have got him throughout the movie.
Like sliding over cars. And
karate kicking people.
Yeah.
Dude liked to fight.
Yeah.
And we could have used more fights. So, I agree. Chocolate Chip Charlie was amazing. I was yearning for more.
What else, Shelley? You have anything else?
I mean, I would say when it comes to like characters, I could say that I didn't really like. I didn't like what they did to the dog.
Oh,
the Doberman pitcher who suddenly was like a puppet.
Yeah.
Went from real.
Yeah.
Or was maybe the Great Dane, whatever it was. It was just like.
That was a weird scene with what was Vickers, the FDA
and then
guy.
he was in the movie later on, and I was like, I thought the dog like ate you.
Oh, he was in the movie later on?
Yeah, that was him. Wasn't he at the very end? At the very end when Mo and Jason show up and they're like, hey, eat the stuff.
That was what was it, Mr. Fletcher, the guy who owns the stuff company?
I thought I saw, maybe it wasn't that scene, but I thought I could have sworn
I'd have to look
even
back.
after the dog.
I wouldn't put it past this movie.
And Jason's family all really sucked, so.
Yeah. I'll jump in, but the relationship with Mo and Nicole just like skyrocketing out of nowhere. Like she was just this ad agency lady, and he came in, gave her a couple lines, and she was ready to get room service. Like that relationship was insane.
If it was ever so easy nowadays, they had it good.
All you got to do is work and wait for a very tall man to come in.
He threw money in her face, basically.
Well, yeah, he told her.
Not literally, but basically.
He should have literally threw money in her face. That would have been awesome.
I'm Shelley, 40-year-old single woman. Hit up the socials.
Yep. You can find us at Little Bracket Horrors at yahoo.com. Anyways, so the only addition I have to that is that with Colonel Spears he was probably my least favorite character just because he was this like caricature, like right-wing militia guy, and obviously many problematic things. And played by Sorvino.
R.I.P.
Yeah, and in those scenes, like I think he shined when he was, playing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He was amazing in those scenes, and like when he gave the little PSA, like it was nice.
I think you could have had the same effect, just bring in like the National Guard to like help with this
Just have an
instead of
army
like
guy.
Mo being like, I got a friend.
Yeah.
It was really racist, Paul Sorvino.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact, Mia is uncredited in the movie.
I watched a couple times. I tried to find her. Apparently,
you can't find her.
She was one of the workers in the factory, but I could not find her. I was digging.
Yeah.
So, all right. Next up, Carrie. Dialogue. What you got?
Everything Mo said.
Every note.
Ooh, another sweaty palm.
notes.
I know, like another sweaty palm, another sweaty palm.
You know why they call him Mo?
Because he always wants
Mo.
Yep, that's right.
He was just so witty. And there was like a lot of, I think, dialogue that tied back to what the stuff was doing.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the time.
Like that's what I was gonna say. They advertised the stuff the whole movie. Like they never let you forget about what this movie is about.
Yeah. But even like the people, so you had the advertising, then you had like the people talking like to each other and about the stuff. I felt like it really like played into there. But Shelley has some lines, and I know she's gonna take mine, and I'm not taking her thunder because she's acting.
I had that as my favorite line too. But even when I wrote it down, I was like, Shelley's probably has
I'm
it.
so excited.
And I want her to take it anyways.
Do you have it written down?
I do. Do you want to borrow it?
I mean, I know it, but I don't. I don't.
You're talking about
I didn't memorize it.
The ad lady, right?
Yeah.
It's at the bottom, very bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
That exact.
Yes. The whole thing.
Whole thing.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But she's sitting there. When I was a little girl, I didn't think there was anything I liked better than ice cream. Now I'm a big girl, and I've decided there's something I like better. Much better. Ooh. It's called the stuff. And believe me, enough is never enough.
So good.
Yay.
You did so good.
Yay.
I pictured you in the fur jacket and everything.
Oh, yes, yeah. With the big stuffed neon sign behind you. Yeah.
Yep.
When I was a little girl. And she says it. Like, she doesn't change mode. Much better.
Yes. Another interesting accent. Can't pinpoint it, but yeah, she was great. So with this movie, I know it's, the dialogue was real loose and it felt like a lot of ad-lib stuff. And I did see where I think Larry Cohen would think of random things. Fun facts. Larry Cohen would think of random things and throw them in at scenes. And with Mo, the actor, he was real loose with it. And like you could tell, like there was a level of just like calmness to his performance that it makes sense. But
do you have the car quote when about the shaving cream when Jason throws up? And he's like, I ate shaving cream. And I think Mo says, like, sometimes we got to eat shaving cream.
Gotta eat shaving
like,
cream.
something like that. That's just like, yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Let's move on into favorite kills / scares. So, Carrie, take us away.
My favorite kill is when Mo gets his final revenge at the end and he makes the executives eat the stuff.
Ooh, okay, good. A little revenge.
Yeah.
I see.
It like brought Mo's end.
Yeah.
He did it.
He won.
F the FBI. He did it. Kicked him out. Those jerks. He's a great guy.
Now he's working as an industrial saboteur.
With Jason.
With Jason, yeah.
Where's his family?
They died.
They died, yeah.
Did they?
They say that like they died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they do that really weird ad with the advertising lady at the end.
Yes.
Like
after the credits.
Oh, I fell asleep last night, so I didn't see it last night.
And then the executives said, well, we're talking about the end a little bit, but they're like, we have something better than the stuff.
Yeah.
And what do they call the new?
The taste.
The taste.
It's only like 15 or 10% of the stuff.
The taste.
It's addictive, but it won't murder you and your family.
I used to think that the stuff was never enough.
Now I guess it is.
The stuff.
But that was my favorite because Mo's my boy. Yeah. So I was like, you did it, Mo. Good job.
You completed your task. You killed 2 old men.
Yeah.
What about you, Shelley?
I really enjoyed the hotel scene.
Oh, yes.
So Mo and what's the advertising lady's name? Nicole are, finally getting some sleep. No one really cares where Jason is at this point.
Clearly, yeah.
He was in Savannah.
He's supposed to be on a plane to Savannah, but he's...
No one checked up on him.
Yeah.
They didn't call.
They kidnapped a kid and then they left him in a plane.
Right. It was 1985. We didn't have cell phones or beepers.
You know what? People could leave their doors unlocked.
Oh, here we go. People could leave their doors unlocked.
Grandpa.
But they're in there. They're about to go to sleep, and guy comes in to attack them. But they fight back, and then the stuff ends up taking over this guy who attacks them, and a la Nightmare on Elm Street, drag him up the wall. And that's when they also discover that fire kills the stuff. So I thought it was a really good, like, pivotal. Like, they have a way to fight it.
Yeah.
Not that they really even did
utilize it.
It's fire, and then you go to this place and you just start shooting people. Why not just blow up the facility?
Yeah.
If you're going to kill people anyway, just blow up the facility.
Yeah, just blow it up.
They just got it dirty.
Just blow it up.
Yeah.
Because it's enough.
Yeah.
I think there's a fun fact.
Fun
fact. Isn't it the same bed from Nightmare on Elm Street?
It's the same room.
Oh, is it?
Fun fact.
Oh, the one they recorded in to make that effect.
So the room that rotates in Nightmare on Elm Street is the same room that they used for this.
I thought it was the same bed too.
No, it is. It's the same bed.
It's probably I'm guessing. And then it was the whole.
It's probably the same lamp.
And I didn't even look that up. I am that much of a horror movie fan. I caught on to that.
Boom. Yeah. Wear your crown.
Yeah, welcome.
It's Freddy and his fingernails.
When I was a little girl, I wasn't allowed to watch horror movies. But now I'm a big girl. And I can watch all the horror movies I want.
And you know what? Enough.
I've had enough.
Oh, you've had enough. You've had enough of this stuff.
I'm done.
Just a couple kills, but so I know.
Just a few.
I know you talked about you didn't like what they did with the dog. I thought it was hilarious how the dog pulled the phone cord out of the wall.
He did laugh every time.
Because they were like, get that little fake paw. Yeah, grab it just right.
Yep. And he's
You're
like,
calling no one.
He's like, no, Ben. And it was funny, too, because...
The dog's name was Ben. You gotta love that.
And I love that in that scene, when the dog is supposedly rabid and attacking him, it just looked like he was trying to play with him, and he looked adorable. But then you cut to, Vickers and Danny Aiello's character, and he's like acting like he's getting murdered. So my favorite kill was Chocolate Chip Charlie.
No,
it was sad to see, but it was so cool. Out of all the practical effects that they really put a lot of effort into that, like his mouth being agape and just like It looked like sores inside of his mouth. It was disgusting. And then just the stuff popping out. Yeah, I loved Chocolate Chip Charlie.
Nice.
Nice indeed. Now, moving on to Final Cut. And this is where I don't discuss anything. I tell you guys the end of the movie. And then we give our ratings of 1 to 5 stabs. 1 stab, no redeeming value. 2 stabs, bad. 3 stabs, mediocre. 4 stabs,
2
good.
stab bad.
5 stabs, masterpiece.
5 stabs good. Must watch again. 2 stab bad. All right.
All right, you ready?
Wrap this up.
Wrapping it up.
D-Money.
All right. After blowing up the stuff quarry, Mo, Nicole, and Jason hijack a stuff tanker and go to meet up with Colonel Spears. Mo convinces him and his militia to join the fight against the stuff by suggesting threats of communism and a bit of blackmail because of an apparent FBI tape about Colonel Spears and a 17-year-old girl. With Spears and his men on board, they head back to the factory to destroy what is left. When they breach the building, they find the workers have all taken suicide capsules. After Nicole pulls Jason away from the ghastly scene, the stuff appears and attacks them, bursting out of the silos that are housing them. We then find out Colonel Spears has 2 radio stations in Atlanta, so they head over there to spread the bad news about the delicious concoction. When they get to the radio station, our friend Chocolate Chip Charlie shows up, and Nicole grabs him to voice the PSA to the public. Right before he's about to go on air, he starts convulsing, and the stuff comes out of him and overtakes the recording booth with Nicole and Jason trapped inside. Mo machine guns in half an electric cable and uses the exposed wire to set the stuff on fire. Colonel Spears jumps on the mic and broadcasts the warning as we see the public burning and destroying the stuff. Mo takes a trip to visit the stuff owners and finds out they're repackaging the dessert as the Taste, but this product only has 12% of the stuff. Mo calls in Jason with a box of the stuff, and they force them to eat it at gunpoint while we hear cop sirens coming to arrest them. A while later, we see a shady white van parking on a street, and some unsavory characters emerge with a white box, and it's none other than the stuff.
Can't get enough
of the stuff. The end.
I guess I missed the whole suicide capsule thing.
In the factory?
Yeah.
When they burst in, there was a bunch of dead workers on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
See, Derek, I don't know if you knew this, but when Derek's writing his final cut, sometimes he elaborates scenes like
Painting a picture is what I call
tails.
I know, it takes him
people.
like 18 hours.
it. What are you talking about? 17 and a half.
Yep. I know. I tell him you can just use Wikipedia.
There's no fun in that.
Chat GPT.
So
He enjoys it. It brings
Yes.
him happiness.
That's fine. I'm just saying the elaboration. I think I've missed something, but no, it's Derek's.
well, it was according to Colonel Spears. He's like, they took suicide capsules because he wanted to shoot him and kill
I
him.
missed that too.
He was bummed out. But what did you think about the ending?
Yeah, I feel like it's never enough.
Oh, the stuff.
Did you want stuff too?
Yeah, the taste.
Yeah,
I
we
don't know.
should have got the Taste. That would have been fun. But yeah, Carrie, how'd you feel?
I thought it was weird that people were still eating it.
Yeah.
Like afterwards. I was like, this is a lot of manipulation of people's minds right now.
Mm-hmm.
I was sad that Chocolate Chip Charlie died.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Jason is not an orphan and he lives with Mo.
Yeah,
He got adopted
And
apparently.
advertising.
I don't know
And Nicole.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to Nicole?
Like I said, she did that little advert
Yeah.
about like sorry about everything I was a part of for the stuff,
That's right.
Now
Yeah.
I remember. Okay, I do remember that.
and then that was it.
Yeah.
That's how Nicole's story ends.
Yeah. They blew up a McDonald's. It was
Right
right next to the McDonald's. They blew it
did
up.
they?
Jerks.
Yeah, they
I
probably
missed
got
that.
some debris inside
Mhm.
those McDoubles.
Yeah.
They didn't have McDoubles in 1985. That
Didn't they?
No, that came out in like 2000s.
Mm.
It's a double cheeseburger minus a slice
Minus-
of cheese.
Yeah.
I wish they could see Shelly's face.
Because it's ridiculous.
Welcome to our McDonald's talking corner.
Ian would love that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyways,
I just felt like it could have been more.
Yeah.
That's all.
it's never enough.
I know it's never enough.
It is never enough.
What did you think, Derek?
The ending was fine. It was good to see that Jason wasn't just left somewhere like he was the previous time they separated. So it was nice to see that Jason was still accounted for. with the rest of this movie, I didn't expect too much from the ending, so I thought it was adequate. Of course, you got to end with the freeze frame on the druggie's face in the street before roll credits. But with that, guys, let's give our stabs.
Okay.
Carrie, take it away.
I give it a 2. I don't think that I would like purposely like go out and tell people to watch this movie. I don't think I would purposely turn it on. But you know, when you had it on a lot the last couple weeks watching it, like I didn't mind that it was on.
Yeah.
I didn't mind coming in and out of it and watching it.
Yeah.
But I would not purposely. But because Mo is so great, I will not give it a 1. That guy's just so witty. I want to be like him.
I don't want you to be like him.
No, but you know what I mean. Like,
No, I know. Yeah.
Like living with anxiety and like all that kind of
He's
stuff.
he's a cool
he just
cucumber.
didn't give a shit about anything. Just did his stuff, and I want to be like that.
He had a very stressful job, and he was very chillax about it.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely not chill and relax about my job.
Yeah.
So
fair enough. Shelley?
I'm going to give it a 3.
Yeah.
wow.
For our... I like it overall.
I love it when the voice goes up.
I just think like it's a solid 80s horror movie.
Yeah.
It's not like trash, but it's not like Nightmare on Elm Street, right? So like I'm gonna give it right in the mid grade.
Yeah.
That's good.
To what your point a little bit ago about, you know, this just being a light-hearted movie, and I think what this movie is for is just like, you know, a light viewing. Like when I went to my cons, I felt like maybe I'm being unfair with this film because it's not about like all these nuances and all these intricate details in this movie. It's just supposed to be meant to watch and just have fun. With that said, even though I chuckled at parts and it was fun, like I have to be objective. So it's still a bad movie, but I chuckled at it. I give it a 2. So 2 stabs.
Wow, I thought he'd give it a 3. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like he gave
Did I give something a...
I want to dedicate a murder to you. What's
that's
he
great.
He loves that movie.
I gave that a 4. I love that movie.
He loves
I
that
know
A
I
movie.
duck-voiced killer? You can't get any better.
I'll never stop
Derek.
talking about it.
I don't want you to ever stop talking
I
about
won't.
the New York Ripper.
I won't.
We shall never forget it. But let's move on into Voices from Beyond. And this is where Shelley shares your guys' thoughts. Is that Freddy's fingers on the wall?
No, I'm just, my mic's been bothering. Anyways, all right. Voices from Beyond, as always, thank you for submitting on your comments. We actually got a lot of thoughts on the stuff. It was a fun one, but we have Brian M. said, like a lot of horror movies, the actions of one dumbass set in motion the plot of a mediocre film. Yes, by all means, go ahead and eat this creamy white substance you found coming out of the ground. While you're at it, wash it down with some leftover Viper from Street Trash.
Hey.
The acting is pretty decent for the most part, except for Jason and his unnamed family. Michael Moriarty is decent enough in the lead, and Garrett Morris is always great in scene stealing small parts like Chocolate Chip Charlie. There are some funny bits of dialogue here and there. We're Americans. We never lost a war. What about NAMS? Sir? And I did appreciate the ending where the execs are forced at gunpoint to eat the stuff and the black market circulation reveal afterwards. Not sure if they were trying to set up a sequel or just leave it open-ended. Ultimately, the stuff is less scary version of The Blob with some consumerism commentary that'd be done much better, and They Live. 3 stabs. Also, Brian said for Loose Ends, the news segment that bothered him, the whole movie was that the stuff is supposed to be a yogurt ice cream-like dessert. So in the grocery store scene, why are some containers refrigerated but others are on regular shelves and stacked in a giant display in the front of the store?
Yeah. There's some in a
It's the
freezer.
stuff.
Yeah. It's coming from the
We
earth.
may never know.
Yeah.
That's my whole... It comes from the earth. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Jeremy W. said, OMG, talk about another bad movie that's going on here. Thought we got all the bad ones out the way, just as bad as Street Trash, maybe worse. I don't know. But anyway, 2 stabs. 2 stabs for me.
Course.
Also so excited seeing my pick on the Wheel of Death. Keep my fingers crossed it will be the next pick. Hugs.
Hugs,
Hugs, Jeremy.
Greg R. said, hey, everyone. Love this one. I remember seeing this one in the movie theater. I was 16 and my brother was 14. We had so much fun. This is the first movie I saw in real multiplex theater.
Ooh. Fancy.
Yeah. Lisa C said, a 1. SMH. Just not good. Terrible effects. Story plot was subpar. The guy with the southern accent annoyed the shit out of me. She hated Mo.
Oh.
She didn't like Mo, Lisa.
And can we talk about the only black guy being called Chocolate Chip? I'll never pick this up and watch it.
Oh. Okay.
Matt F. Just a fun movie. Remember when it came out in the 80s? Used to watch it often, renting it at the local video store. I think originally watched it on beta. I remember thinking that it looked delicious. Always found it funny how something is bubbling out of the ground and it was like, let's taste it. And of course, Garrett Morris being in the movie makes it amazing. This was just the next step to me that allowed Scream to be made, as it pays homage to the Blob and Body Snatchers, etc. Oh, true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Watched it again today after all these years and had a great time. Jeff L. said, I absolutely love the stuff. It was a terrible movie, so terrible that it was good and hysterical, not by choice. It was truly an 80s horror movie that did everything wrong that it was right. Frosty said they call me Mo because when it comes to desserts, I always want Mo.
Mo.
Sherry F. said this was a movie, so random and not in a good way. One stab, it was bad.
Wait, hold on.
This was a movie?
Yeah, she barely watched it.
Did she say this was a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exclamation point? Period?
Exclamation point. This was a movie.
Oh,
Kinda-
she was that.
If I read it grammatically,
Yes,
hold on, let me read it grammatically.
You're an actress, yes.
This was a movie. So random and not in a good way. One stab. It was bad. That's what it said. I think she
Love
didn't watch
Sherry.
it. Anyways,
Yeah.
thanks though. Brian S. said, I remember watching this in high school in the early 90s when I was going through a phase of trying to watch every cheesy horror movie I could find. Definitely cheesy and nothing particularly memorable except for the awesome tagline. Are you eating it or is it eating you?
Mm-hmm.
Good
Yeah.
tagline.
Great
Very
tagline.
And that's it. That's
Yeah.
our Voices from Beyond.
Yay, thanks, guys. Woo.
I wanted to leave it out there because it was so great. Yeah. So next up, Loose Ends. And this is just a catch-all segment, and we talk about fun facts, whatever else we got in the movie. So, Carrie, did you have anything you want to give us?
I liked watching it with Derek. I think it was the first time, and they were doing the boat scene when they were running towards the boat. And I was like, oh, look at that boat just like strategically placed there. And you're like, oh, get ready for the push, Carrie. And when the guy like literally pushes the boat, Derek laughed.
With Mo and Chocolate Chip Charlie.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it was like, oh, they're chasing him. And it was like, he's clearly helping them get started by
Yep.
pushing the boat.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
I got some fun facts, if I can throw those in the mix.
Fun facts.
Fun facts. So, per Larry Cohen himself, in some scenes in which the stuff chases characters, a foam made of blended fish bones was used.
Ew.
The actors would run to a nearby river after the shots were done to bathe because it stank so much.
That's
I found it
gross.
interesting that they took a whole entire bath every time.
I mean, if there's ground up fish bones, I feel like there's a better substance to use.
I don't know,
There
like
has to be. Is the consistency
no
of fish
sense.
bone just perfect, I guess?
I couldn't have been in that
Yeah.
movie. It takes 15 hours to dry my hair. Like I
like,
would.
could you imagine every scene you're like, let me take a bath.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the company Effects Associated were hired by Larry Cohen to supply some of the special effects shots. When the shots were delivered, Cohen was not satisfied with them, especially the exploding factory buildings, and paid only half of what he promised them. And Effects Associated brought in a class action lawsuit against Cohen in court claiming full compensation, but also because the parties had not written a copyright agreement regarding the use of the shots. The trial court decided in favor of Cohen, ruling that there was an implied agreement for the non-exclusive use of the shots in the film. So they didn't sign a contract when they did the special effects for those screenshots.
Drama. But I could tell why he only paid half.
I know. And I think that was like the worst part of the movie with the special effects, because like the puppet face was cool and like the dog puppet face was cool, but then those like superimposed like green screen shots were just
Bad.
wonky.
Yeah.
They were really bad. Final one I have is actually I don't need it anymore because we talked about it. The hotel scene was
Oh,
the
yeah,
nightmare.
yeah.
Oh, the nightmare bed.
Yep, but
All I
those
have to say is Jason with his beautiful green eyes never did another. Like, he really only did the stuff.
Oh, really?
I thought he was on Who's the Boss.
No.
I think he was in some of the Who's the Boss stuff. But
Look him up. Look him
No,
up.
he-
Shelley.
no, he's got some other stuff on IMDb.
Yeah, but not since like 2013 where Mo is still
Oh.
actively acting. He's actually aged really well.
How old is Mo?
Mo is in a movie with
Okay.
Tara Reid.
Look at Mo.
Look at that.
What?
I think he was on Law and Order. He's been on a ton
tons
of
of
stuff.
things.
That's that guy.
1941 was. He's 6'3".
I did not know that is that guy. That guy's in a lot of movies.
No, he's a
That
very
guy's
recognizable
in a lot
face.
of movies.
Yeah, that's Mo.
Yeah,
No way.
Mo. Yeah, he was.
you got Mo.
There he is. Look at him. That was just last year.
You said he was 6'3", right?
Yeah,
Tall.
tall guy.
I did not put that together.
So anyway, that was my loose ends. I like looking sometimes to see where like the characters that I like where they went, where they headed.
Let's move on into Wheel of Death.
I gotta pick it.
You do, yeah. So Carrie is going to pick a movie out of the trick or treat bag. There you go. And we are going to replace.
Is it sad that Ian does not use this trick or treat bag anymore, and it is a little Bracket of Horrors bag?
No, it makes me happy because it's getting used and it's not just collecting dust.
I'd keep it forever. This was his.
Yeah, it was his first one. So Carrie has picked a movie. And she's unfolding.
Ooh.
And what do we have
It's
to
a
replace?
Shelley pick.
Shelley
Ooh,
pick.
it's one of my movies.
Dun, dun. And this is like perfect timing because I'm pretty sure if my ADHD brain remembers, they are coming to Spooky Empire. Children of the Corn.
Oh, they are. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
spooky.
This
Is
is
it-
a good pick.
Is it Children
Children-
or The Children of the Corn?
Children,
Children of the Corn.
of the Corn.
Okay.
The first one, the original, not the remake.
A young couple is trapped in a remote town where the children have run amok. 1984. Yeah, good timing.
Nice. So we are adding Children of the Corn to the list.
Mhm.
And then let's go through our 10 movies on the Wheel of Death.
Okay.
We have The Exorcist Believer, Scream, Lake Mungo, The Wailing, Behind the Mask, Leslie Vernon, The Babadook, Children of the Corn, The Shining, Event Horizon, and then Paranormal Activity.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm out on that one. 100%.
100 facts. All right, let's get to our spin. Anyways, okay, you guys ready?
Ready.
To do the chant?
Ready.
All right. And Wheel
Of
of Death.
Wheel of Death.
Wheel of Death.
Wheel of Death. Away!
Oh! So, Carrie, what movie do we have next on Little Bracket of Horrors?
Killer Scream.
Hey, and
Yeah.
who was a fan?
That's
submitted?
mine.
Hey, thank you, fan.
You got to record again.
I'm
yeah,
gonna have to record
back to
with you
back.
guys again. Oh, poor Derek.
No, what are you talking about? I love this.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I do. I love when you're on.
Aw.
So, where can people find Scream at?
Nowhere. It's available
Nowhere.
to rent or buy.
Really? Is
Yeah.
it? Oh.
I've not seen it anywhere.
You have to get in a time machine and go back to Blockbuster and go rent it.
But
Really? It's not free anywhere? That's crazy.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll
Derek will
figure it
do a little research and he'll
Yeah,
post where you can find it. But
But
our next episode
our next episode is going to be a Little Ian of Horrors episode.
in 2 weeks.
In
from
2
today.
weeks. That'll be dropping on the 13th. And then we will be back 2 weeks after that with the Scream episode.
Yep. But thank you for joining us, Carrie. We love having
Yes.
the third voice
I
with
love
us.
being with you guys.
And we'll have you again. You'll get to hear Carrie again in 4 weeks.
I do have a request. When we do the Scream episode, can we play the Scream game?
Oh, the card game?
Yes,
Yes.
that we have.
Oh,
yeah, let's do it.
I'm
It's
I'm
a-
coming
you-
to your house. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Pop Funko game, and you play it on your phone, and you try to get away from Ghostface.
we'll play a couple. We'll play around
Yeah.
at the end. Yeah.
Oh,
It'll be
it's
blast.
really quick,
Yeah,
so we
we'll
can
record
probably
it.
play a
Yeah, we'll
couple.
record it. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Hey, I love playing the game.
Carrie, thank you so much for joining us. I was ecstatic that I was going to get the Sister Wives together and record a episode because last time you were on, we did it with that other dude. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for submitting Scream to us for us to cover next episode.
Can't believe it.
I
He's
know.
being so nice.
I am nice. All right, so with that, next episode, the Little Ian of Horrors episode, will drop March 13th. If you listen on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please hit the follow button and give us a rating and review if you like what we do. You can find us on Facebook and TikTok by searching Little Bracket of Horrors and on Instagram by typing at Little Bracket of Horrors. We also have merch available at tpublic.com. Just search our name in their website search bar or pay attention to our socials for a direct link. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm Derek.
I'm Shelly.
And I'm Carrie.
And we will catch you on the other side.
I'm gonna be honest. I was really worried that you didn't say Matt. I think maybe I blacked out because it was like, I'm Derek, I'm Shelly, and I wanted you to say, and I'm Matt. And then you said Carrie, and my brain jolted.
I should have been like,
oh no,
and I'm Matt.
Oh yeah. We can
anyways,
record and move it forward a little bit.
I had to mention that because I was like, I don't know if I was in another dimension, but I heard the wrong thing, and I was like, what's wrong? I space traveled.
I think we need to walk around Disney and sing the stuff to Lisa all weekend. Just saying.
I was your little girl, but now I'm a big girl. And I found something better.
Sherry, did you really watch this movie?
She didn't.
Much better.
Stop putting fake reviews.
Sherry, your review was, this is a movie.
This is a movie.
You watched 5 minutes of it.
Guess what movie we got?
Scream.
Yeah.
Oh, she's.
You're going to come play a game with us.
Yeah. We have a card game.
I don't know if I'm
Scream.
bringing her. I haven't decided.
This is awkward now.
Okay, never mind. Ian likes to play the game.
Hi, sweetheart.
All right, bye.
He's watched Scream. Well, he can do. He's watched Scream, hasn't he?
No, he's
Can I
talked
tell
about
you?
it.
He talks about it all the time.
You want to know
But-
why?
Oh, because of Ghostface.
No. He's watched the evolution
Oh my god.
of Ghostface on YouTube.
Hello, Chuleta. Hello. Do you want to say something to the people? You want to say something to the people? Oh, they go away. They go away. Oh, yes. Chuleta. Chuleta, how many stabs do you give the stuff? Yeah, tap it. There it is. Yes.
It's me, girl.
5 stabs. Wow. She really loved the stuff.
She loves any food.
Oh, yeah. All right. Hi, everyone. This is Derek. I know if you listened to earlier in the episode, I talked about how one of the things I liked about this movie was the fact that I got to watch it with Ian, my son. And with all these films that we watch for my podcast, Ian and I don't get to sit down and watch many of these films. So after a first viewing of this, I was like, oh, Ian, this is totally up his alley. So with that, Ian wanted to share his thoughts on the stuff. So Ian, take it away.
Okay. So, for my rating of the stuff, I would give it a 4.6 stabs. I think it was a genuinely, good movie because it was around the time where, there was a lot of bad things for, people that were, really, really addicting. So, it kind of, fits that time. It's, trying to go back then when, there was, bad stuff, cigars and stuff that people would do it and they know it'd be bad, but they can't stop doing it because they know it's addictive. So I would give it a 4.6. I just think it's a generally good movie.
Did you like the special effects?
I like the special effects because they weren't the worst special effects I've ever seen in my life. I would say they're just a good special effects.
Anything else before we say goodbye?
Nope.
Alright, Ian, thanks.
Okay. Thank you, and tune in to the next video where I talk about Beetlejuice.
Okay. Has Carrie used these mics yet?
No,
I have
welcome.
I have one thing on the table.
Did you hit your knee?
No, I hit my thigh on the thing. This.
Your thunder thighs.
Mmm,
Your thunder thighs.
tasty. Carrie, here, this is going to go near you because you're going to pick our movie to replace. You want to keep it near
You're
you.
plugged in. Everybody talk. These mics you have to talk directly into.
What?
You can't.
Oh,
you
gosh.
Can't, you can't do this.
That sounds
you
beautiful.
can't do this.
No,
I
it's got to
can't
be,
talk
yeah,
over
you got to be
here?
straight
No.
on.
Yeah.
You can't
You
hear
can't be
me.
like this.
You
Yeah.
can't hear me. I have to look at Shelly
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah.
She's not mad about it.
Suck on my chocolates on the house.
Whenever you guys.
I thought you were gonna sing the stuff to me. I was.
What was the stuff? The stuff. You want to eat
It's
it?
never enough.
It's never enough. That's it.
Can't
like
get the stuff.
Yeah.
And then she talks about licking it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and during the
Yeah.
little catwalk scene. Yeah. Am I? Let me see.
Ooh.
I spelled The Shining wrong. I'm pretty sure.
The Shining?
Aren't there two N's? SHINNING.
No,
Yeah.
I think it's one N.
Oh,
No, Shining.
The Shinning.
Shine.
It's just- It's-
Shelley's in a play. Look, Shelley's in a
just-
play.
It's
Oh,
just.
maybe it is one N.
Is it? It just looks
I
weird.
have no idea.
Mm. They announced the cast today of the play, and Shelley's in it.
I know.
She's in the play.
She's in the play.
I'm in
I'm
it.
so excited.
My name was the third one from the top.
Hey,
Shelley, there's like not a lot of
Oh,
tickets.
it's one N.
It is one N.
It's one N.
All right. So
Bam! Isn't that what I said?
sure, Carrie.
But there's not a lot of tickets, so if anybody wants to go to the show, they need to buy tickets.
What's the theater?
Francis Wilson
Francis
Playhouse.
Wilson.
I'm
That's right.
serious. Did you look? Like they're sold out.
On the weekends, yeah, it's pretty full.
I was
Our
like,
Thursday and Fridays. The first weekend's better than the second weekend, I think.
well, we're going both Saturdays.
I heard. Little birdie told me.
Mm-hmm.
It's facts.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Carrie.
Oh, are you going to do the intro?
Yeah, she-
Even though I
Intro,
listen to it
intro.
all the time, I always forget what it says.
That's fine. We can fix it if you mess up.
No.
Welcome to Little Bracket of Horrors, the pod that puts the fight in fright.
Never get enough of the stuff.
Never get enough.
Of the stuff. Okay.
We're
All right.
literally the same person.
So,
Sister wives.
Sister Wives. That's
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
This is the first time Sister Wives been in a pod, so that's fun.
I know, but we.
Welcome.
But people need to not get it twisted.
I know.
Should I stop talking?
No,
is
no,
that
no.
what should happen?
Carrie's the main. And we're married to Carrie.
Secondary.
Yeah.
Secondaries? Is that what?
It's not like-
You're
are there
the
titles?
first husband. I'm the wife. Second wife.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not like Shelley and I are married to
To
you.
you.
Yeah.
I'm the main
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
So
And you're married to me, and Shelley's my other wife.
is
Yeah.
that
So typical
Go ahead.
sister wife situations be like, you're the husband, Carrie's wife one, I'm wife two.
Yeah.
But in this situation, Carrie's the wife,
Okay.
your husband one, I'm
Yeah.
wife two.
That answered my question before I even asked it. So
There you
I
go.
thought you knew this. We've talked
Yeah.
about
no,
this.
no, I know this. I know what we are doing.
I know.
I know this. I know
I
our
know our
sitch.
situation.
I know our sitch.
When
but
we share beds, me and Carrie share beds.
that's true. I find the
Wow, this just got.
I find
Hey
that
guys,
closest caught. But
we let you share with Ian.
Mhm.
yeah, it's two cuddle monsters. We're ready to go. But for where are we at? We're at stabs, right?
You're
Yeah.
giving steps.
You're
yeah.
giving your stab. Trying to live with 3 people with ADHD in one house. That's tons
There are
of fun.
so many piles of dirt just on my floor waiting to get swept up in random areas. It's
I'm sure you have piles too. Emotional piles.
emotional piles. Yes, yes. I don't clean the house, so I don't know what that's like.
Thank you, Carrie. You're
Yes.
an amazing wife. Thanks
I
for
mow the
making
grass.
piles.
I do
you
the
do mow the grass.
I do the exterior work,
Mhm.
and I do the dishes,
And you make ice.
and I am on top of
Oh, the
making ice.
machine.
The ice situation in my house right now is stellar. So, thank you,
Thanks,
Derek.
Mama. I meant Papa.
Yeah,
Thanks, Mom, Pa.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Mom and Pa, for
Thank-
buying us an ice maker.
Mama and Papa.
it is the gift that keeps on giving ice. So, thank
They
you.
won't listen anyways because this isn't Ian.
Oh
They
yeah.
only listen to Ian.
Oh,
Yeah.
well. Fuck. No.
All right, so we are 17 minutes in. You guys ready to talk about the stuff?
I guess so.